Let's understand the carcinoma of the penis. So this topic I have taken from the belly. Okay, so important topic. So first come the etiology. The circumcision soon after birth confirm immunity against carcinoma of the penis. Okay, so this is MCQ. So remember it is circumcision soon after birth. Okay, so soon after birth is important. Okay. The other one is the smegma is carcinogenic. Okay, this smegma is carcinogenic. Okay, then HPV type 16 and 18 is a risk factor. Okay, so this you should know. The HPV 16 and 18 is a risk factor. Okay. Then phimosis and chronic melanoprostatitis are known as contributory factor. Okay, so that phimosis and chronic melanoprostatitis known as contributory factor. Okay. Next is precancerous lesion. Okay, so leukoplakia of the glands is it's like a precancerous lesion. Okay, and a penile intraepithelial neoplasia. So there are two precancerous lesion, leukoplakia of the glands and penile intraepithelial neoplasia. Okay. So on next page. So this picture is of early penile cancer seen in patient with lichen sclerosis. Okay. So this they can ask. This is the picture of lichen sclerosis. Okay. So early penile cancer. Okay. Now come to the investigation. Okay. So investigation, biopsy should be performed. Okay. So diagnosed by biopsy. Okay. And for local staging you have to do MRI. Okay. In other book of urology it is given as a CCT pelvis. Okay, but here it is given MRI. Okay, so you should focus on what is given in belly. Okay, now come to the penile intraepithelial neoplasia. So this is also known as carcinoma in situ of penis. Okay, so Bowen's disease and erythroplasia of curate. Okay, so red cutaneous patch on the penis. Okay, so it can involve glans penis and it can involve the shaft of the penis. If it involves the glans penis, this is known as erythroplasia of curate. Important. Okay, or if it is involved the shaft of the penis, known as Bowen's disease. Okay, so remember this redness can you appreciate on the glans, not on the shaft. So on the glans it is known as erythroplasia. Okay. So for diagnosis you have to do biopsy. Okay. When there is a carcinoma in situ. Okay, so what all option you have, you can do topical 5-fluorouracil. So remember it's a topical. Okay, topical 5-fluorouracil cream. So other one is CO2 laser ablation and third one is surgical excision. Okay, so mainly they ask this with topical 5-fluorouracil. Okay, next is, so this is the squamous cell carcinoma of the penis. Okay, remember, so most common type of cancer of the penis is squamous cell because of chronic irritation. Okay. Now come to the pathology. Okay, so in pathology most typically it is a squamous cell carcinoma. Okay. So there is a staging. Okay, so in staging there is a T1 when it involves the confined to the skin, T2 when it involves the corpus spongiosum or corpus cavernosum. Okay, and if it involves the urethra it is T3. So very important. Okay, T3 is urethral involvement and T4 is invade adjacent structure. Okay, but in recent 8th edition of AJCC, okay, so T2 is corpus spongiosum but corpus cavernosum is T3. Okay, so this you should also know, but you should follow the whatever given in belly. Okay, now come to inguinal node. Okay, so N1 and N2 disease it's confined to inguinal node and N3 is iliac group of lymph node. Okay, and distance metastasis is infrequent. Okay, Now come to the clinical feature. Okay, so 10% of the patient are under 40 years of age. It's a mostly of old age disease. Okay, so other features are foul bloody discharge, and there should be no pain. Okay, no pain. 50% of inguinal lymph node enlargement patient may present at presentation. Okay, okay, and nodal enlargement often reflect infection. Okay, this should also know. If node is enlarged, it is not because of metastasis, it's because of mainly infection. Okay, okay, and the profuse is, if profuse is non-retractile, then you should do the split and view the lesion. Okay, this can be one liner. Okay, and biopsy should be taken. Okay, and death of the patient mainly because of erosion of the femoral or external iliac vessel. Okay, this is very frequent MCQ. Now come to the treatment. In treatment, if there is a low grade or low stage cancer, okay, you have to do organ preserving surgery. Okay, okay, and you can also do Mohs surgery or laser ablation. Okay, in low grade and low stage. Okay, Mohs microsurgery is based on the sequential tissue excision under repeated macroscopic control. Okay, okay. Now come to the most primary tumor, surgical excision is the mainstay of treatment. Okay, for primary tumor, mainly the surgical excision is mainstay of treatment. Important. Okay, and there should be at least 2 centimeter margin of normal tissue to be removed. Okay, okay, this line. Okay, tumor affecting the glans penis may require glansectomy. Okay, in advanced cases you may have to do partial penectomy, and or further advanced cases you have to do total penectomy, and if you do total penectomy you have to do perineal urethrostomy. Okay, okay. If there is a enlargement of inguinal lymph node, okay, so you have to delay the local treatment for inguinal lymph node. Okay, after 3 weeks, first you operate the primary lesion. Okay, and after 3 weeks you have to do you have to operate for lymph node, because in 3 weeks that infection may subside because of infection. Okay, that infection may subside after giving antibiotic. Okay, okay, okay. If there is a palpable node, you have to do USG guided FNAC. Okay, okay, and if it is positive, you have to do block dissection of the both the groins. Okay, okay. If it is not palpable, then you have to do central lymph node biopsy. Okay, okay. The management of pelvic lymph node is controversial. Okay, so it involves the CT scan. Surgery has little involved or little role. Okay, okay. So iliac group if not enlarged in N2 disease, okay, then you have option like observation, pelvic lymphadenopathy or radiotherapy. Okay, this is important. If any patient present with your N2 disease, means inguinal lymph node is enlarged, but on CT scan there is no iliac group of enlargement, you have option of observation, pelvic lymphadenopathy and radiotherapy. The chemotherapy has no role. So in MCQ they may give the 4 option where it will say which is not effective in N2 disease with iliac lymph node not enlarged. So chemotherapy. So chemotherapy has ineffective and it is reserved for palliation. Okay, chemotherapy is reserved for palliation. Okay, okay. And the prognosis of the tumor confined to penis is good. Okay, so 5-year survival rate in exceed more than 80%. Okay, if it is tumor is limited to penis, 5-year survival is 80%. Okay, if nodal involvement is there, then it comes to 40%. 5-year survival is 40%. Okay, so surgery is mainstay of treatment. 2-3 lines for Buschke-Lowenstein tumor. Okay, so it is a histological pattern of verrucous carcinoma. Okay, okay, and locally destructive and invasive, but do not spread to lymph node and metastasis. Okay, important line. Okay, and surgery is the treatment. You do surgical excision. Okay, these 3 lines you should know about Buschke-Lowenstein tumor. Okay, okay. So this much for carcinoma penis. Remember, this is important. Okay. Okay, thank you.